Hey, welcome to Daily Bravo Drama. Well, reality TV drama. In this audio, we will be talking about, a ton of things. We'll be talking about Dorit thinking of quitting Bravo, or at least the massive reaction from the cast about her leaked texts. We've got AI country songs, social media blunders, and we are going to cover everything coming up in this audio. Hey, this is Delilah.
Hey, this is Fod.
Welcome to Reality TV Audio Podcast, where we break down the latest in reality TV every day.
Yeah, we really do have a massive stack of sources today. 14 different stories across Bravo, TLC, and network TV.
It's a lot. So let's start with the most viral trending news first, because this one is just blowing up everywhere. We have to talk about Amy Slayton from TLC's 1,000-Pound Sisters.
This is a very modern reality TV controversy.
Right. So Amy is releasing a country song, and it's called Pounds Hollow. But she didn't actually sing it or write it. It's literally an entirely AI-generated song.
Which is just wild.
Yeah. And almost immediately, her own brother, Chris Combs, who is also on the show, he goes on Instagram to totally mock her. He basically said, if you use AI to do anything, you didn't actually do it.
Right, which is pretty much the standard reaction most people have to AI art right now.
Totally. But Amy was completely unbothered by it.
Yeah.
She fired back, saying, "But I did, though."
Yeah.
And she pointed out that she came up with the concept, she did the filming, the editing, and she even had her 5-year-old son, Gage, act as, quote, co-director on the video shoot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She said she wanted to step out of her comfort zone to show Gage and her other son, Glenn, that it's, never too late to chase your dreams. Which, okay, I get the sentiment, but my opinion, this just feels exactly like the early 2000s.
An auto-tune era.
Exactly. When every single MTV star or Real Housewife was dropping an auto-tune dance track. But, auto-tune at least requires you to stand at a vocal booth.
Yeah.
Using AI feels like the ultimate fake reality TV move. It's just so lazy to me.
Well, from a musical standpoint, yeah, obviously. But from a reality TV production side, it's kind of brilliant. The song itself doesn't even matter.
Right.
It's just a prop. By making this AI song, she generated a family storyline with her son, she got into a public feud with her brother Chris, and she created this whole narrative about chasing her dreams. That is all premium content for Season 11, which premieres on September 1st. She basically used a prompt to generate a storyline.
That is a really good point. She manufactured the drama.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, well, moving on to another massive branding story. Let's look at the situation with Bethenny Frankel and Carole Radziwill.
Yes, former RHONY besties.
Former besties. And this feud has been dormant since, the Season 10 reunion in 2018?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
But it just flared up again because Carole literally just liked a TikTok video. And that is all it takes now.
It's so true.
So an influencer named Meredith Lynch posted TikTok heavily criticizing Bethenny's new venture, the Supermodel Cafe in East Quogue. And Meredith called it easily transitional branding.
Right, because of the whole skinny girl thing.
Exactly. Bethenny built everything on skinny girl, but that culture is facing massive backlash now. So she's pivoting to supermodel. And Meredith Lynch even found out that Bethenny is trying to trademark pizza and cheesecake under the supermodel name.
Which is a choice.
It is a choice.
Yeah.
And to make things messier, the cafe recently got a yellow warning notice, a warning stop, work order, because the launch had unusually high attendance and it caused some local issues.
Right.
And Carole chose that exact moment to that highly critical TikTok. I just think it's such a calculated silent PR war. You just double tap a video and the algorithm tells everyone where you stand.
It's weaponized engagement, You don't need to go on TV to bash your rival. You just like a comment. But speaking of misreading the room or the algorithm, let's look at Felipe on Married at First Sight.
Oh my gosh, yes. This is hard to watch.
It really was. So during a couples retreat, they played a game of most likely to. And the cast unanimously voted Felipe most likely to lie about his whereabouts, put his foot in his mouth, never be ready for marriage, and send nudes to the wrong person.
That is brutal.
Completely brutal. But his reaction, he bragged about it. He called himself a winner and said he was enjoying being the most likely winner of the retreat. While his actual wife, Tori, is sitting right there, visibly cringing. She said he was actually enjoying being labeled a womanizer.
My opinion on that is he's just leaning into the villain edit because he wants screen time, even if he humiliates his wife. It's really sad.
Yeah, he's prioritizing his reality TV character over his actual marriage. It's a bad look.
It really is. And, we're seeing similar fan backlash over on Bravo's The Valley right now.
Oh, with the husbands?
Yeah, Danny Bucco and Luke Broderick. They are getting dragged by fans over how they're treating their postpartum partners, Nia and Kristen Dout. The viewers are just livid.
Right, because the fans hold them to real-world standards now, not just reality TV standards.
Exactly. But then you have their co-star, Janet Caperna, who did the smartest thing ever. She went on Threads, not IG, but Threads.
Which is very text-based, very conversational.
Right, and she just posted this glowing praise about her husband, Jason, saying he's cleaning bottles, changing diapers, being super supportive. She even threw in this funny detail about how they met because she slid into his DMs after 4 beers.
That's hilarious.
And then she made sure to casually mention her ongoing closeness with Ariana Madix. I just think it's a masterclass. While the other guys are getting roasted, she elevates her husband and aligns herself with Ariana. It's so
very smart PR. But unfortunately, not everyone has good PR instincts. Let's talk about Jessie Draper from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Oh, man. Yeah, this was rough. So Jessie actually deactivated her Instagram account recently because a rival castmate, Katie Sant, dug up a clip from April 2025.
From Caitlin Bristow's podcast, right?
Yeah. Caitlin Bristow's podcast. And in the clip, Jessie makes a joke about a cosmetic procedure she had done. And she literally joked that it made her look like her 2-year-old daughter, Jovi James, down there.
Which is just, I mean, the backlash was immediate.
Immediate and intense. People were deeply disturbed by it. Jessie did try to comment and apologize before she deleted her account, saying it was a bad joke, and she just meant she felt brand new, but the damage was done. My take is she thought she was safe on a comedy podcast, but once that clip hits TikTok, all the context is gone.
Yeah, you just can't say things like that. Which brings us to another huge social media blunder. Lisa Rinna from Real Housewives Beverly Hills.
Oh, this one is actually terrifying legally.
It is.
So Lisa posted a video talking about the Patrick and Lindsay Clancy true crime case, which is an actual real-life tragedy. And Rinna falsely declared that Patrick Clancy killed his children. She said, quote, "Women typically don't strangle. So Patrick did it, not Lindsay."
With zero evidence.
Zero evidence. And fans were furious. They were demanding that Patrick sued her for defamation. And they immediately brought up the Amsterdam dinner from RHOBH.
Oh, where she went after Kim Richards.
Yes. Where Lisa Rinna literally reached across the table and attempted to strangle Kim Richards. Fans threw her own logic right back at her.
Yeah.
It's just a prime example of a reality star treating a real-world tragedy like it's a Bravo storyline. It's really dangerous.
It is. Defamation is not a reality TV game. Hey, before we move on to the next section, I know we have a listener shout out today.
Oh, yes. Almost forgot. We have to give a huge shout out to Sarah, one of our regular listeners. Sarah actually compiled and sent over this massive stack of sources for us today.
Yes, thank you, Sarah. We literally couldn't do this deep dive without you.
Seriously, thank you, Sarah. Okay, so moving into our next section, let's talk about relationships and divorces. Because there are 2 very different ways these stars are handling breakups right now.
The healthy way and the messy way.
It's exactly. Let's start with the healthy exes. Julianne Hough from Dancing with the Stars. She just warmly congratulated her ex-husband, Brooks Leach, on his new marriage to Katrin Davidsdottir.
And they got married in Idaho, right?
Yeah, near Lake Coeur d'Alene, which is exactly where Julianne and Brooks got married back in 2017. And instead of being petty, Julianne just jumped in the comments and wished them love and health. It was very sweet.
Very mature. And we saw something similar with Janelle Brown from Sister Wives.
Yes. 4 years after leaving Cody, Janelle finally debuted her new boyfriend, Pete. And her former sister wife, Christine Brown, commented with total support. She even compared Pete's construction background to her own new husband, David. It's just nice to see them healing quietly.
It is, but not everyone is healing quietly.
Definitely not. So let's talk about the messy exes, starting with Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann from RHOA.
Oh boy.
So Kroy was recently caught kissing a woman named Jillian Green. And here's the insane twist. Jillian Green is the estranged wife of Kim's new boyfriend, Kyle Meweditz.
You cannot write this stuff. It's too crazy.
It's literally an incestuous reality TV loop.
Yeah.
And Kim immediately slammed Kroy, claiming that she and Kyle don't care, that they're best friends, and Kyle loves her kids. She's just using the press to fight her divorce battles.
It's so chaotic. But then you look at Porsha Williams, also from RHOA, and her divorce from Simon Wolbadia.
Okay, Porsha's strategy was fascinating. She just finalized her divorce, and her prenup totally stood the test of time. She walked away with a $1.5 million home and a Rolls Royce.
Wow.
Yeah, completely shutting down Simon's claims that she inherited his debt. And then she just masterfully pivoted the narrative. She started talking about how great co-parenting is with her other ex, Dennis McKinley, saying he isn't being Dennis the Menace.
She really controlled the narrative there.
She addressed everything. She talked about Kelly Potter meeting her name on IG. She completely refused to engage with K. Michelle's claim that Shamia Morton's mom called her a Jezebel. She just shut it down. And she even welcomed the idea of Nene Leakes returning to the show. I just think Porsha is her own PR firm at this point.
She definitely is. But let's talk about a divorce where the PR is completely broken down. PK and Dorit Kemsley.
Oh, this one is getting so dark. So PK was spotted on a boat in Greece with his new girlfriend, Tatiana Kharchylava.
And she's a London-based executive, right?
Yes, and they apparently met through Boy George. So PK is living it up, and meanwhile, Dorit has officially filed for divorce. She is seeking sole, physical, and legal custody of their kids, 12-year-old Jagger and 10-year-old Phoenix.
Which is a huge escalation.
It's a massive escalation. And then the texts leaked.
The leaked texts are always the wild card.
They are brutal. Dorit is texting PK, slamming him for having Tatiana around the kids. She wrote, she knows you have 2 children and an ex-wife. You have to start being able to live an honest life. And PK replies, defending Tatiana, saying she's a grown-up who wants honest relations. My opinion is that these leaks are intentional. They use TMZ as a weapon to win the court of public opinion before the actual family court dates.
Oh, absolutely. Leaks are the new currency in a reality TV divorce. They can't wait for the Bravo season to air, so they litigate it in the tabloids.
Exactly. Okay, so for our final section today, let's move over to network television. Because Dancing with the Stars is dealing with some intense real-life drama right now.
The secrecy around season 35 is just off the charts.
It is crazy. Celebrities are literally hiding their faces with visors and masks at the LA rehearsal studios. They do not want anyone knowing the cast before the September 2nd reveal on Good Morning America.
Oh, we do know a few names, right?
Yeah, a few leaked. Maura Higgins, Ciara Miller, Jackson Olsen, and Guillermo Rodriguez. And Guillermo is actually paired with returning champ Whitney Carson, who is competing while pregnant.
Which is incredible.
It really is. But beneath all that glittering secrecy, there is some real frustration behind the scenes. Ezra Sosa, one of the pros, recently posted and then deleted a TikTok calling out the show's favoritism.
Yeah, he went straight after the executives.
He did. He said the show repeatedly gives the frontrunners to the exact same pros every season. And he specifically championed Pashkoff and Britt Stewart, saying they deserve a real shot at the mirror ball.
Wow.
The executives actually had to put out a statement defending their pairing process. I just think it shows how much power these pros have now with their own TikTok followings. They don't just stay quiet anymore.
No, they don't. And speaking of the pros dealing with intense real-life situations, we have to talk about Gleb Savchenko.
Yeah, this is just heartbreaking. Gleb is currently in a really bitter custody dispute with his ex, Elena Samotonova.
Over their daughter, Olivia.
Yes, their 15-year-old daughter. Gleb wants her to stay in LA for high school, but Elena wants her in Hong Kong so she can finish her IB diploma and focus on her dance career.
That's a huge geographical split.
It's massive, and it's all playing out publicly. But what's so jarring to me is that Gleb is fighting this grueling court battle, and then an hour later, he has to put on a sequin shirt and smile for the DWTS cameras. It just shatters the whole illusion of the show for me.
It really does. The contrast between the on-screen brand and the off-screen reality is just staggering.
It is. I mean, we covered so much today. From Amy Slayton using AI to make storylines, to Bethany and Carol's TikTok war, messy Bravo divorces, and DWTS custody battles. It's a lot to process.
It really is a lot.
So it leaves me with this final thought for our listeners. If the actual unfiltered lives of these reality stars, the leaked texts, the real courtrooms, the social media mistakes, if all of that is vastly more dramatic than the highly edited shows they star in, are we witnessing the slow death of traditional reality TV? Will the broadcast format just collapse and give way entirely to real-time social media drama?
That is the ultimate question. I mean, the audience wants the unvarnished truth now.
They really do. And the drama is definitely not stopping. Actually, we're already tracking a huge developing story involving a Bravo yachty facing a very serious court case down under. You will not want to miss our next deep dive on that. Thank you so much for joining us, and remember to always keep questioning the reality behind the reality.